Ever wondered what is your body type? Do you usually get confused? I have created this series which is going to help you figure out your body type, your skin color. So it's a full analysis in order by the end of the series you know exactly what things fit you and what things does not, and know your style and start to implement it, creating the best closet for yourself. Let's get started. Women are beautiful in all shapes and sizes, and that should be embraced. However, if you're trying to figure out where do you fall into the spectrum, it's worth mentioning that you need to check. You already know about the hourglass shape, the pear shape, the inverted triangle or apple shape, the banana or the cylindrical shape. There are tons of shapes, different ideologies of naming these shapes. It's getting crazy out there. A measuring tape, measuring your shoulders, measuring your waistline, and measuring your hip line. Now create a ratio. If you have equal ratio between your shoulder and your hip line, and your waist is smaller, then you're an hourglass. If the ratio is equal, then you're cylindrical. If the top part is bigger than the lower part, a step-by-step ratio, then that means you're an inverted triangle or an apple shape. If it goes the other way around, so it's like a regular triangle, then you're the pear shape. This ideology of body shape, not so broad. That's why there is another method of body shapes that I'm going to discuss today, which is the Kibbe method. So Kibbe's method is basically turning body types into 13 body types. You know the theory of yin and yang and a balance between masculine and feminine? That's exactly what he took. Fall into two sides. One is dramatic and one more masculine, a lot of keywords. The other is more feminine, rounded, and romantic, sort of. That's building the first main two. So there is dramatic and there is romantic. The dramatic is usually more edgy, more masculine, as I mentioned. The romantic is more rounded, more luscious. And for me, when I first heard about this, it made sense because there's always a ratio between bones and flesh for each person. So some people are more fleshy and some others are a little bit more masculine. The main 5 types goes dramatic, natural, classic, romantic, and gamine. And romantic is luscious, classic is balanced, yin and yang, dramatic is very edgy and muscular, as I said. Natural falls between the classic or the balance and dramatic. Gamine is more, I feel it does not fit into a one symmetrical line because gamine means that you appear shorter in general, which is another edge to figure out which body type you are. I feel that the easiest way to track down this Kibbe method and understand it is to first figure out the majority, where do you fall, and then when you know like you have 2 or 3 you're choosing from, it makes it easier to pick. Are you tall, or are you moderate, or are you short? If you're short, most probably you're either a gamine, a romantic, a theatrical romantic. If you're an average, then you're one of the types of the classic. If you're tall, you're either dramatic, one type of the dramatic, or one type of the natural. So clustering that way will narrow it down for you. Now, when you know which one it is, see, does your body look more structured or a little bit more roundy, even when you lose weight? Some people, like Scarlett Johansson, she's fit, but she's luscious. Marilyn Monroe, she's fit, but you can sense that she's luscious. Or she could be luscious, but very, very structured, which makes her a theatrical romantic, like Salma Hayek, for example. She's a theatrical romantic. Christina Aguilera, theatrical romantic. She's luscious, but she has a very strong structure of her luscious shape. Naturals are mostly the type that models are. And dramatic, most of the time, you're going to find people who are swimmers, people who are very tall and lean. These are the people who are mostly muscular and dramatic. And they are also a little bit more bony. So if you're slim, tall, and bony, most probably you're going to be a dramatic. I created a test and I created a blog post down below. I'm going to put the blog post down below so that you can check it and know your type. If you did not know from just reading and from what I just mentioned, you can check the test that I've created in order to take you to your body type.
So when you open the blog post that is located inside the description box down below, you're going to be redirected to my blog, and in it you're going to find the Guide to Body Types by Kimmy Method. You can read through the blog post, but the most important part is how to open the test. It's very simple. You're going to go down until you reach this part, and then here, first step is you have a full body picture of yourself in hand to help answer the questions, so you can get a picture of yourself full body and portrait and keep it in hand beside you. Open it in a different tab, or you can take a picture of yourself. It's very important that you take a picture with dark clothes and light background, or vice versa, dark background and light clothes. Then click here to download the PDF. The PDF is just to help you see pictures of the answers that you're going to have in the test. You need to first enter your email, acknowledge, and then I require from you to do this so that I don't want the test to be taken by anybody. Also, the pictures, I included them in a PDF because I don't have copyrights to use these pictures on my blog. You're going to subscribe, and then the moment it subscribes, it's going to open the test for you. Keep answering the test and go through the questions by checking the question and going through the PDF. As you can see, you're going to read the question here with the answers, and then you're going to select. Okay, so if, for example, the shape of your shoulders is symmetrical and even, you're going to check here symmetrical and even, and so on. After you do the test completely and answer it, you're going to be redirected to right away the answer with a page that tells you your body type.
Once you know your body type, you know which celebrities fall into that body type, it will be very, very easy for you to style yourself because it will make sense. You always have to complement your body type. What does that mean? If you're more edgy and dramatic, edgy body cuts always fit you. So the boxy shirts, the very structured shoulder pads, these things will enhance that dramatic look and complement it. If you're more on the luscious romantic side, then more romantic cuts, curvy cuts, flowy fabrics suit you more than structured ones. If you are classic, lucky you, because you're in between, you can rock both sides. However, you have to be careful not to dress to one side more than the other. So that will be the tricky part. I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comment section down below which body type you are. Make sure to take the quiz if you are a little bit confused. Trust me, it's a little bit confusing in the beginning, but once you know your body type, it's going to be a piece of cake to discover your own and people around you. So yeah, and if you're interested to know, I'm a theatrical romantic, and an hourglass in the generic type. So let me know, as I said, in the comment section down below which body type. Wait for the next video in the series, which is going to be color analysis and how to know which season you are and what color you fit into. See you in my next video.